Hello, hello, welcome guys. How's everyone doing? Let's get the right hand angle there. How's everyone doing today? And who is ready to get some writing done? Crystal, happy Sunday, writers. It's a gorgeous day indeed. How are you, Miss Tracy? I'm doing great, thank you. Let's see, Jenna, hey, how's it going, hon? Let's see, Sarah, hi everyone. Happy Sunday right back to you. Hello, Lori, and happy Sunday right back to you, Kat. Let's see. Kelly, hi. I'm on the home stretch of cleaning my office. Ooh, nice. And I might actually get to writing during these sprints. Ooh, I love that. I am ready to springify my writing space. This is kind of the winter position that I use. It's too cold to be near windows. I don't know about you guys. I don't like it to be too close to a window during the winter, so I tend to tuck myself more inside, but it's not my favorite position for the room, so I'm looking forward to changing things up for spring. We just have to get rid of this cold snap first, which is hanging out for the week. Bad. Hey, Pasca, hello. How's it going, hon? Kat, I rearranged my yarn from my Millwordy project. Now it's a lot neater. Getting ready to write. Nice. Let's see. Francis, hello, welcome. Candace, how's it going, hon? Hey, Comet, welcome. Okay, guys, we are going to dive on in and get some writing done. I was COVID brain. I'm like, did I make any changes to the template for the planner? Yes. So there is a new template in the plan with me for 7 p.m. Eastern for today. I think I am finally found the pieces that I want in it for a weekly. I kind of had some overlap things that were kind of more monthly in there. So I've kind of pulled them out and figure they're more of our monthly is a resource for that, and we pull from the monthly. So I'm hoping that these changes will make it so we're not doing everything twice, So when you get a chance, head on over to that and grab that. And that way you guys can be ready for our planning session this afternoon, evening, depending on where you are. Let's see. Hey, Rita. Hey, how's it going, hon? Sarah, hi, everyone. Going to be refamiliarizing myself with my work in progress that I've not looked at in 2+ years. Oh, interesting. Lori, where can I find the template again? It is in the description of today's plan with me. I'm going to start dating them. That way we know which one it is. Hopefully I'm close. I don't think I'll be making a huge amount of changes to the template going forward. Maybe a little bit to the layout of our actual slides themselves, just as we tweak and find the sweet spots for everything. Trying to find the balance between what we need for a weekly and what we need for a monthly is kind of my goal. So that it feels like we're hitting all the marks we need, but we're also not, like I said, rewriting information that's not needed. It'll already be on our monthly, and we just pull from that. And I think that makes more sense, right? Okay, on to writing, guys. We are going to dive on in because we'll have, give or take, about a 45-minute break in between our writing session and our planning today. So let's dive on in, guys. I am excited to get into writing. I purchased something, guys, I want to share with you. My daughter thinks I'm strange because I like leather. But I bought this little guy to hold my iPad mini and a couple notebooks. Makes her a bit heavy and a little chunky, but she feels good. And she's got this wonderful little hand strap. I don't know if and when you're holding it, you kind of, like, that's awkward, of course. That's not how you would hold it, but you kind of hold it beside you with your hands sort of slipped in and under holding it. And I feel like it's kind of got just the right amount of stuff that I can take my writing with me more. The other bag I was using was a bit large, and then I felt like when I went out, it's like, no, it's too much, right? So I'm hoping this will do the job. On that note, guys, I do have a question for you before we get too into it. Who has read Fourth Wing or plans to read Fourth Wing? If you guys are not, let me see if I can bring this up. Let me bring it up on the Kindle app. Oops. There she is. It is the romance fantasy novel of the moment, And I'm just curious if you guys have read it. I read it and I must say I quite enjoyed it. There we go. It's going to come up as being read here. Did I break you? I may have broke you. There we go. There. Oopsie, come on, focus where we need to be. There we go. By Rebecca Yaros. Have you guys read it? And what was your overall impression of it? Because there's some things that she does writerly that kind of leaves you questioning why she did that. But then so much of the book is good. So what was your opinion, guys? I'd love to hear it. Let's see, Sarah, it's so cute. Where did you find that? That is an Amazon.ca one. It is, bear with me a moment and I'll pull that one up too. Let's see here. It is technically a men's leather clutch. Let's see. Let me here bring up the description for you guys. There you go. So the brand was Contacts. It says it'll take the 7.9. Mine is the 8.3. So I think the 7.9 is the previous minis. There, that's a better way of holding it. There you go. And it's kind of nice that it makes it like nice and portable. And it smells so good. That's leather. Let's see, guys. Shelby, if I'm planning my novel to be 75K, how many sessions would I need to do in order to hit it on the time that I had set for it? The best way to figure that out is to do a few, we'll say half a dozen writing sprints, and then divide your word count out. And you can decide between whether you want the 25-minute sprints or 45, or have two different numbers depending, because I find you get a different word count with 45 because we stay in deeper longer, but plus it's longer, but we also stay in deeper longer, so the number tends to be quite a bit higher. So do half a dozen of them and then take the average, and then you can basically find your average per hour. Easier to do with the 25, but can be done with the 45. And just see what number you kind of come up with, and then you can figure out from there. Keeping in mind that not every scene that you write will get you to that 75, and you may end up, at least me personally, I end up usually with about 15K of things that are just me figuring out the plot and then realizing, no, you need to start here. I hope that helps. Kat, I haven't, and I'll read it if my library has it. Maybe. Okay. Rita, I haven't. I need to check to see if my library has it as well. Okay. You're welcome, Sarah. Eloise, I read both books and liked them well enough. I think the first is better than the second in terms of plot. I agree. But mainly I was excited about the disability, chronic illness for yes, and also dragons are fun. Yes. I like the angle that she's not the all-powerful perfect protagonist. Like, she's a little bit broken, but she still manages to, do her thing. I love that. Sherry, hey, how's it going? Happy Sunday to you. Lori, I just printed my template. Nice. Rita, personally, that 75K for my first book, as well as being a full-time mom, that took me years to write, but now I can write 50K in 30 days, thanks to Focus and NaNoWriMo and writing sprints. True. Yes. Yeah. And it depends also how much, we find that during Nano, there's so much energy in the community that we get more writing done, right? Okay, guys, we are going to get going here. If you want to add to the Fourth Wing conversation, please do. And other than that, let's dive in. I'm going to grab my little sprinting notebook, my little A6 Stalogy. And for anyone that is new, we're going to do my 2-minute micro sprint plan, in which we define what we're going to do with each and every sprint. We're going to do two of them, so everybody gets like a sampler. We're going to do my 2-minute micro sprint plan for the first sprint. That's for our first 45. And then for the next one, we're going to do our 5-minute journaling. I highly recommend voice journaling. It just allows you to just really connect with your character, and it's very relaxing. I like it. Sometimes I go analytical because that's where my brain's at, but you know, I try to do the voice journaling when I can. It's just more freeing. Okay, so for our 2-minute micro sprint plan, we're going to use the prompt in the first sprint I will, or in the next sprint I will, depending on whether or not you've written today. And you need to figure out what you need to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities you're going to toss at them, the action steps you're going to take to move through that scene or chapter. So beginning, middle, end, story beats, whatever works for you, whatever structure you're using, that's where your focus is going to be. And you do you. If you feel in the mood to try something new, then go for it. But keep in mind, we're always trying to find the processes that work best for us, right? Then finally, you need the resources you're going to need at hand. So any story notes that you might have for yourself, writing notebooks. I currently have 2 going. I have this one for sprinting, and I have a new one that I just opened up for specifically for this book. And I have my other general notebooks. It's just my catch-all, whatever random thoughts fall out of my head, go on the page, and I then sort them and put them where they belong. So I have those ones all around me. I don't know if I'll get to my Neo today. I'm still kind of restructuring the story because it bottomed out on me so badly. It was crazy. I realize now what was missing, that I didn't sort of have that. I didn't really have the plot point 1 that I needed to pull her through the story. And it's kind of like, well, why wouldn't they just leave? It's like, no. I need to have something that puts her there, that she has to deal with it. So I think I finally am in the ballpark of getting that. So that's where I'm at. And then finally, the outcome you're looking for, especially if it connects, if you're connecting it to the bigger picture, to the end of the story, if you know your ending, or basically if you're making connecting scenes or anything like that. And then any story questions you might have for yourself. Let's see, Shelby, edit to add Michael per session. If I'm sprinting with someone or a solo sprint, I can usually do 200 to 300 a session. There you go. Rita, I overdid it yesterday. I'm leaving this open, but going to go have a nap so I can be at the planning session later. Oh, hon, yes, have a nap. Don't burn yourselves out, guys. Okay, let's dive in. 2 minutes in the first sprint, I will, and go. Okay. There. Okay. Let's see, what did you guys come up with? I need to figure out who, because I want to structure this as a mystery. I need to figure out who is the true antagonist. I have a couple of red herrings already, but I don't think I really want them to be the antagonist. I want it to be somebody that they trust, someone who wrongs them. And I need to figure out, and I also need to purchase one more book today to get a better feel of the difference between using romance as in a subplot situation versus a full-on main plot. I feel like I go a little heavy-handed with it, and I want to figure out where I need to maybe back off and make it allow the main plot to shine through more. Let's see. Sarah, I used the time to clean my glasses, set up my writing desk, and make some tea. Sounds lovely. Okay, guys. Who is ready to get some words down today? I am excited to dive back on into this notebook here. There. And make some magic. And as I said, the other one is to press purchase on... Let's see, where is she now? There she is. I'm going to try out how to write a romantic subplot, how to add romance to other plot structures, and it's by Julia L. Spencer. Has anyone ever tried this one? Is it a good book? It's got a good rating. It looks like it's a relatively new one, but I think that bit excited here to see what the varying differences. Yes, she's very new. April 18th of 2023. So yeah, she's new. Let's see. Kat, in the first sprint, I will be working on the proactive scene of the setup beat, the first of many. Love that. Let's see. Voice is going to try to be mean to me today because that's what happens in the first sprint. Let's see, for Lori, I'll review what I wrote for the first chapter. It needs for work. Of course, I wrote more of what I need to do in the 2 minutes, but can't add in here. Yes, exactly. And that's always true, guys. We'll always plan more than we could possibly do, but that's okay because, you know, we have 2 hours together today, right? Let's see, Shelby, I was able to use that little bit of time to get this character to get some help after finding out one of his students was murdered. Ooh, love that. Ooh, just got goosebumps. Love it. Okay, guys, let's dive in. 45 minutes. Deep breath. We're going to pour ourselves onto the page and make the magic happen. Okay, guys, good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side of 45. So how did you guys do? I realized something. As I said, I was being a little heavy-handed with in terms of romance being a subplot. I was never writing a subplot. Writing romance. I think I was writing, by the definition of the book, love stories. Because there's not usually was never usually a happily ever after that came out at the end for various reasons. So I like to write love stories, I think, as a subplot. They're not romances. Ah, oh well. Lesson learned. Let's see. Sarah, I'll be reviewing scene cards and looking at the doc formatting to figure out where to pick up on leaving off. Nice. Crystal, just had my first sugar since Christmas. Organic dark chocolate peanut butter cup with cold almond milk. So good. It does sound yummy. Chris, hello all. Slightly slipping in late to write. That's okay, hon. Life, it's all good. Kelly edited 2 scenes of sprint. Now to deal with house stuff. Hopefully I can sneak back in for part of the next sprint. Perfect. I was just kind of looking at the room and trying to figure out some changes I want to make. I want to make some drastic changes in this room. And I think that's what's scaring me because pretty much every piece of furniture would move, except for the bookcases that are attached to the wall. But so it's kind of like, do I want to do this to myself? I do and I don't. I want to have a magic wand and everything just floats around the room and goes into position. That would be nice. The physical part of moving everything. I want to do it though. I want to do it. I want to change this room up and make it more what I want it to be. Let's see. I also have an idea for my desk of something I want to do. Because I would love to have 2 filming areas. And so I'm trying to think how I can put my monitors so that they could be on, they could flip because they're mounted. So I could technically do that. That'd be really kind of cool. I want them her too, exactly. Let's see. And Lori, how do you get your family to understand that your writing time is your time and not to interrupt you? My daughter and husband can't seem to do anything without my help. I'm sorry for venting. I hear you, hon. Hey, Carly, welcome on. My suggestion, or my thought anyway, is my first question is, have you talked to them and expressed that this is the time you've set aside? And could they either tell you before your writing time what they need or wait until after? Good communication can often go a long way. I love Kat's suggestion. Lori, when my sis keeps sending me reels on Instagram, I send her pictures of my writing setup, whatever stream I'm watching. I love that. Make it clear that you are doing something. I love that. Melissa, hello, hopping in for productivity. Sounds good. Jenna, hey, I was supposed to be writing during that time on my books, doing homework for a class instead. Mine just got bumped because by a week for the deadline because the instructor is sick now. So I don't know what that's gonna do because we had like a live Zoom call and stuff scheduled for next week. So I'm going to write that date down, and then when we're done with all our planning and stuff for the day, I'm going to have to shoot her an email and see if that's going to get wiggled around because it was supposed to happen sort of at the end of the class. So, I mean, it's only a few days difference. I don't know if she'll still run it, but she might also not be up for it. So, I have to get that email out to her and ask her and see what happens. Let's see, Crystal was about to write outside, but it's 59 and super breezy. Burr, I'm hiding up with my heater now. Oh, burr. Yes, Pascal, 1008 words. Woo, nice one. Sarah, I did some scene card reviewing and some house chores. Nice. Crystal, I'm about to brew that new boba tea I was telling you about a while back, Tracy. It's mango, pineapple, and rose, honey bush, and papaya. Oh, that sounds delightful. Nice. Cat, 145 words and destructions. I want that part too. Everything just floats. It'd be so nice. My back would definitely feel better the next day. Nothing in this room is, well, no, I won't say that. There are a few things in this room that are a bit heavy. But most of it I think I can tackle. Let's see. Crystal, wow, my autocorrect said I was hiding with my heater. I said huddling. Either one works. Lori, they know I've said it several times that I am writing. My husband is in the next room and can see what I'm doing. I don't think they care. So I shut the door hard so he'd get the hint. Yes, sometimes it takes that. It takes them realizing that they've pushed a little too much, right? And it's time to realize that that door is important. And a door is important. A door is a message saying, no, no, I'm working now. And this is not something that I can be interrupted in, because they don't seem to understand that when you're doing something creative, there's like a warm-up time, like it's before you get to the sweet stuff, right? And if you are interrupted continuously, you don't get to that sweet spot. That's part of the reason for the 45-minute sprints is we want to stay in that zone as long as we can, but also take care of our bodies and do the self-care that we need, right? So that's why we use 45, because it is about the right amount of time that then we can sort of move around again and get physical for a little tiny bit for a few minutes and then get back at it, right? Let's see, Sarah, to Lori, can you put a do not disturb sign on the door and lock it? They might need that. Yeah. Sorry, I brought in some drama. No, 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 hon. This is a valid question. I totally agree that this, I don't understand sometimes, because often these are people in our lives that when they're doing something, they get upset if you disturb them, but they don't mind disturbing you. And that's like, no. Unfortunately, the door doesn't lock. Install a lock. Just go to the hardware store. They're not. Just get like a basic, like the bedroom type that just uses like a little, doesn't use a key. Just a thought. Okay, guys, we are going to dive on into our next sprint. I spent that one mostly learning. Because I did not realize that what I know about, I have read books on writing romance, and I was taking the knowledge I had from that and just running with it, not realizing that it was, as I said, heavy-handed. I've recently realized that it's heavy-handed because it is. I'm not writing romances, I'm writing love stories, I'm writing romantic subplots. I'm never really writing a straight romance, and that's the only knowledge base I had. So that's what I was trying to cram into the stories, and then going, why does this not work? Because it's not the same thing. So I'm actually loving this book. It is a great little one. And I will continue to read it and let you guys know. Padlocks for the win. Yes, Jenna. Yes. Let's see, Kat, I ended up leaving my D&D sign up, and I didn't work before I left it up, and still doesn't work. Oh. Oh, no. Leaving my D&D sign up. I wonder what's going on. You know what? It's often just reboots. It helps. Candace, I got almost a whole rough draft of a guest blog post done. Very cool. Nice. Okay, guys, let's dive in. We are going to do our 5-minute journaling. If you've decided you want to go analytical, what you need to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities you're going to toss at them, the action steps you're going to move through, beginning, middle, ends, story beats, the resources you're going to need. If you've forgotten anything, don't feel bad about it. Get out, grab it, bring it to your desk, and done, right? Never let these things kind of bother you. Oh, do not disturb. Thank you. D&D on the brain. I was just watching stuff on D&D before we got on live. So yeah, that's where my headspace was. And then finally, the outcome you're looking for and any story questions you might have. Or I highly, highly recommend journaling in your character's point of view and seeing what they want to tell you about the story. Let them unravel it for you. Okay, guys. Chris, I don't understand our investment. I decided my first book in, let's Let's see. I dedicated my first book in grateful thanks for giving me time to write. He cried and he's been much more tolerant since. Oh, sweet. I love that. Chris, good idea. Yeah, I love that. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, guys, on that note, let's dive in for 5 minutes and do our journaling and figure out what this story needs from our character's point of view. Or you can go, like I said, analytical. Nothing wrong with it because it depends on where our minds are at today. Okay, guys, let's dive in. I'll see you on the other side of 5. Let's figure out what we're going to do with our 45-minute sprint and go. So what did you come up with? I was trying to figure out how he dies. And I discovered that he probably doesn't know, at least at this stage. So I'll have to make maybe a note to myself. It looks a bit like a knife wound, I'm hoping, at least by description. So we'll see if that's what I ended up with. All right, guys. Oops. Where stay? Let's see, Lori, in the last sprint, I will be fixing errors that D2D just notified me about on the books I'm finally putting out wide. Fingers crossed the issues will be easy to fix. Oh yes, all the good mojo to you, hun. It's going to be easy, it's going to be structured, it's going to be everything. Just have that email of our information with you so you can just step by step, and you've got this, hun. So what are you guys going to do this time? I'm going to continue reading this reference book and discovering what it is that I need from this subplot to make it, or this romantic subplot, I'm going to call it that, to ensure that the bones of the story are going to work. I think I finally have something she can't just walk away from. I mean, I think that's the silly part, is I wrote the story as if she already had tried to do that, but it still felt like, I don't know, I felt like it was still too easy for her to just get out of the situation. I didn't like it. Didn't feel good. Okay, guys, we are going to dive on in, and we're going to do our last 45-minute sprint. We're going to have a break of, like I said, about 45 minutes, and then we're going to dive into our planning session. Again, if you haven't grabbed the template yet for our planning session, it will be in the description of our plan with me for today. So you can grab that, so you can get that printed up if you'd like. Okay, guys, let's dive on in to our 45-minute break. 45-minute break. Nope, that'll be after. 45-minute sprint. Okay, deep breath, guys. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side. How did you guys do? I mean, this is making sense. I like this book. I kind of was torturing myself, I think, in terms of how I've been trying to create romantic subplots. They've definitely been too heavy-handed. They definitely were not serving the story correctly. I was trying to write traditional romances with other things going on, and that was not working, and I think I'm beginning to understand why. How did you guys do? Let's see, let's see. I love the fingers crossed cat. Let's see, Louise just stopped to tap the like button and leave the stream open while I prepare dinner for my family. Happy sprinting abroad. Oh, thank you, Louise. Crystal went to grab a drink of water, and my entire kitchen smells sweet like the tea. Love that. We did, hubby made gumbo the other night. The whole house just smells like heaven. It was so good. And as always, day two. I don't know about you guys. Anything that kind of has that stewy nature, a good pasta, a good spaghetti sauce or anything like. Day two is just so good. Cat, well, I missed almost half of the sprint because my mom and dad got home from shopping, and mom wanted to show me and my sis what she got. She's so happy that she lost so much weight. I love that. Congrats to your mom. I love hearing this. Cat, now I'm eating their leftover lunch while I try to write. Right, perfect. Melissa, peaceful and productive sprints. Thank you. You're so welcome, hon. Sarah, well, that sprint didn't go as planned. Ended up deep cleaning the laundry room and even mopping. Then I was sweaty and gross, so I took a shower. Hey, that's a great way of doing it, right? You do all the icky stuff first, and you go out of that shower. It feels so good, right? Kelly made it back right for the end, but our roof is fixed. I'll watch a replay to get in some more sprints today. Beautiful. Congrats on the fixed roof. Let's see. Candace, thanks, Tracy. Yes, productive for me too, Melissa. Love hearing that, guys. We have our planning session in, like I said, about 45 minutes. As when we get up here. So take a break, get your template printed out. It's going to be in the description of the planning video. I did update it, even though I wasn't 100% sure. COVID brain. I had made so many changes to things I wanted to tighten everything up and just make it a good weekly plan. So I got all those changes in there. I hope it works well for everybody. As probably at one point I may make some more changes to it, but it would be a different kind of idea I'm kind of playing with. It's not close enough to fruition yet, so I will wait until I actually have that one figured out. It's kind of an idea I have for it, and it would change it a bit, but it would also, I think, be really good, have some really good visual elements to it. So once I see that into fruition, I will let you guys know. Let's see. Cat 153 words. Nice. Lori, I'm having an issue with a book cover on D2D. I think I fixed it. Fingers and toes are crossed. Thanks for the sprints you had planned with me. I love it, hon. Fingers crossed, too. I hope you got it fixed. Chris, I'm working with a passive-aggressive character, baby sister in a romance. Kind of tricky. Is she hijacking your story? Because that's what I was doing to myself. I think I was totally just, like I said, the balance was not there. Okay, guys, let's take a wee break. Get your template printed up for our plan with me. 2 pages of goodness. I hope you guys like. Okay, I will see you guys in about 45 minutes. Reset your space and get ready for planning. And yeah, and we're going to dive on in. I think it's going to be a great session, guys. I'm excited for this. Okay, I will see you guys in 45 minutes. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being part of my writing day. I've enjoyed this. I love that daylight is coming and things are making more sense, and I'm so glad. If at any point you guys want to know what those references were for the different books, there's one from yesterday which is Cozy Mystery, which is actually quite a good book as well, and the one for today. Okay, guys, thank you. I will see you guys in a little bit for planning, and thank you guys. Hopefully you can all join me. Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye.